Okay, I'm a little late here, but I was trying to get the camera set up and the audio, and it was squealing really bad. If anyone hops in, I'd appreciate if someone would let me know exactly how that's doing, because I don't want it squealing on everyone. But I'm kind of bored today, and it's Christmas and all that good stuff, so I gotta go to work tomorrow, and I need to cook some more food to go with me. I still got some of the chicken tortilla soup left over. And I'm thinking I'm going to do like beef and barley. Or at least for one of them, I'm going to do beef and barley. And Merry Christmas, that bearded guy. Um, I might, while the beef and barley is cooking, because the barley takes a while, like cook some garlic soup or something to go along with it. So I've got sort of a mixture of things that I can cook. See how this is showing up. Hope that's showing up good. Anyways, this is a new pan that I got for Christmas. It's like a little Dutch oven thing that my in-laws got me. And has thawed out some hamburger meat. Get this turned on. I've got one burner that generally works on the stove, and well, sometimes I gotta turn more than one on. Sometimes I have to use a match or a lighter or something. That's just how it is. It's an old stove. Then some breaks. So who was up there? That's nice. Well, thank you. I hope you had a very Merry Christmas. And I'm going to heat this up a little bit. And I'm going to start with frying the hamburger meat. It's weird. This is one of them non-stick things. And I rinsed it out and everything, cleaned it so I can use it. But, well, I usually use like cast iron or stainless or something like that. I don't use a whole lot of non-stick, so hopefully I don't mess this up. And this is really good for pancakes. It's going to get used on meat. Because I need something to use. And Christmas was great. I hope everyone else's Christmas was great. Oh, hold on. I gotta rinse my hands off. Isn't that wonderful? I hope everyone's Christmas was great. Mine was. I got a few things that I liked. I got a cardo pack for my helmet. My son got me. Or, well, me and my son got. Part of it's mine. One of those things. This is about 2 pounds of hamburger meat, if you're wondering. It might be a little bit frozen still, but not much. Yeah, it's a little bit, but it's not going to matter. It'll melt pretty quickly. Vanessa Kitty, Merry Christmas. Okay. The pot doesn't have weight in it. Or much weight to it. So I guess that is what it is. But no, the cardio pack thing is for my helmet. It's a Bluetooth connection, and I tried, recording a little bit to see if it would work with the phone, and it does work, so that's good. And did a few phone calls. It's kind of weird talking in a helmet though, because it feels like you're like talking in a tunnel or something, because everything's enclosed inside the helmet. But it works really good. So I'm not complaining. Main thing so we can see each other or hear each other when we're writing. Some of it was still frozen. I thank y'all for joining. I'm also testing, because I'm streaming to Twitch as well, and Twitch hasn't been recording anything. And my son went through my settings today, and it should be recording. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll find out if it holds on to this video. So we shall see. What do I have planned for New Year's? I have no idea what I have planned for New Year's. Hopefully I make it back. I leave out about 5 o'clock in the morning for Michigan, and I'll be in Michigan again. And then head back home. Now, I can't complain, it's a steady load, so. This is weird. It's all non-stick. And I am not used to non-stick. So, how are y'all's Christmases? Texas to Michigan, bit of a drive. Yeah. If everything goes right, it takes 2 days, because I have to follow FMCSA rules, the whole 11 and 14 and a 10-hour break, all that good stuff. So the problem is, if I run into anything, I can't do that. I can do it in 2 jumps as long as there's no traffic jams or anything like that. But if there's a traffic jam or what have you, there's no way to do it. There's an exemption on the log for weather, gives me 2 extra hours, but you don't want to use that too much because it looks like you're abusing it, So I try to do it without using that. But generally takes me 4 to 4.5 days to do the run. It's a living. I don't have the heat up too high at the moment. Can't wait all day either. So I do have to go to bed. But how is my audio sounding for anyone that's still listening? Now I'll turn that up a bit. Is anyone still there? Choose one. Sounds a little drone, but not bad. Might be picking up the refrigerator in the background too. That is a possibility. I think I'm probably corking someone. I don't know. At a certain point, I don't have time to worry about that. If I ever get my rig back. Oh, from Kenworth? Yeah. I was only in Kenworth for a day. And they got everything fixed. It just take off down the road, and I needed to sleep, and I couldn't make it as far as I should have. But I already wasn't going to make it home that day. So I got as far as I could. That way I could make sure that I could make it home the next day. I don't even remember where I parked. Yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, I made it. Like I said, I haven't used this pot before, and we're going to see how this works out. But I'm going to brown 2 pounds of hamburger meat here. Then we're going to take it out of the pan. I'm going to put it in something else. And we're going to start with everything else. Other than that, I'm just going to make a good mess. I did get a few things prepared though. Yeah, I'll park at the yard. I even did that when I had my own trucks. For a while, I took my trucks home for the longest, and then I started renting a place in town to park my truck because you have to get away from it. It's just, you have to. Hold on 1 second. This is Give me a second. We don't have a lot of room. Okay. My wife had to get something. Sorry about that. Let me see what you have there. Yes, owning your own rig does get expensive. It's very expensive. It's one of the reasons I parked it and I drive someone else's now. After the last $21,000 repair, and it wasn't even an in-frame.
You need to.
Yeah, that was a bit too much money. And I don't know where she wants me to put this. Okay. That was a bit too much money at the last repair, and I just had like a $6,000 repair, and it was too much. So I parked it, and at this point, I've been driving for 25 years, so I've got a good driving record. And it's not that I make more money driving for someone else, but I keep more. Yeah, I don't have those big checks and that big gross income, but it's all those deductions that add up. I actually bring more home. And hello, Jumpy, how are you doing? This is about ready. And when we do this, you kind of leave the drippings and all that stuff in the pan. And if you need a little bit more, add some olive oil. And saute all your vegetables in it. Yeah, it's kind of the same situation. That I want my house or the truck, because the truck just keeps taking money from you. You know, and 20 years ago, I could get an in-frame for like, I don't know, $14,000. Now it's going to be over 20 easily. Because in-frames are costing what crate motors used to cost. I'm going to have to get one more thing out of the fridge in a minute. In fact, I might do that now. Let's see where she moved it. Oh, here we go. This stuff worked really good last time. It's better than bouillon. This one in particular is the roasted beef base, and it turned out excellent last time. That'll work. In all honesty, I think my wife likes interrupting me. Probably makes it a point to. Get everything you can out of it. I'm gonna turn my heat down a little bit. I use pretty lean meat, but leave some of the drippings in there. Dog, what are you doing? I'm gonna put just a little olive oil. And I did not smash the garlic first, so I'm gonna smash it now. Here's one. And here's two. We're gonna set a little bit by itself for about a minute or so. I generally don't mince it. I generally just dice it. Yeah, that's kind of what I did. I parked it, got rid of it. I drive a company truck now. I do not want to own another truck. I have no need. I have 2 decades worth and 5 trucks. I don't want another. Yes. Now I already chopped up an onion, about 3 carrots. We're going to kind of start sauteing this down. One day I'll get this all worked out. I wish I wasn't that old. I got kids old enough to drive a truck. I started driving in 97. That puts anything in perspective. Yeah, I don't look it. Yeah, fat fills wrinkles. Because it has one benefit. Hold on. Mr. Bearded Guy. I told my wife he said hi. And she said hi. G23, how are you doing? My wife was calling for assistance from her giraffe. Anytime she wants me to grab something or eat something, she wants her giraffe. I'm not that tall, but she's like 5'2". So, well, I guess to her I'm tall. Taller than most people, though. We lived in Pasadena, Texas for a while. We had a townhome. We lived on the 2nd and 3rd floors. And we would go shopping, and Pasadena is like mostly Hispanic, like big time Hispanic. And I'm over 6 foot tall, so we go grocery shopping, and I felt like a jolly green giant. because I'm like head and shoulders over most everybody in the store. That was just weird. Good food though. Yours is 5'7", mine is, I believe, 5'2". 5'2" point something. She's like a foot shorter than me. So we end up looking like Mutt and Jeff. If you're cold, turn the heater up. That's another thing. I get acclimated to the cold because I'm up north all the time. And she's down here, so she's like everyone else. She's freezing and she's bundled up and wearing a coat and everything, and I'm in like a t-shirt, a thin sweater. You know, it is. I'm gonna have to start getting some of this bouillon ready. Hot and in my foot. Okay, I had hot water. Okay, it's warming up. And there's a reason I want hot water. $65 is comfortable for you. Comfy 70 degrees. What's the dish tonight? Well, right now I'm doing beef and barley. Stir this every once in a while. Kind of want to saute the carrots and stuff first with the onions to start kind of softening up, getting a little bit clear. Little glaze in there as you're creating flavor. Leave this like most bouillon is a teaspoon. Let me see. Teaspoon to 8 ounces cup. So this is going to need a lot more than that. This is going to need 4. I had it in the fridge, so. This stuff tastes really good. It's a little bit messy to use if you've never used it before. Two. There we go. 3. Sorry for all the tapping. rinse my spoon off. I gotta rinse that off again for anything else. Need a fork or something. There we go. Now I can mix this up. This is why I wanted it kind of warm. That's so thick. I don't want it to break up in there. So I kind of dissolve it good. If there's a couple of small pieces in there, don't worry about that because that's not going to matter once you start stirring it up in here. Clean this off. Okay. No one's home. 55 at 6:40. I think it's around 40 degrees, 38 here. It's not bad. You have to compromise with comfort. Yeah, life is a compromise. It just is. Oh. Let me read this. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I just need to learn. Sometimes I get things confused. I'm doing too many things at once. And sometimes that works out good and you figure out something that's like, oh, it's better this way. And then sometimes it's not, but that's probably how every dish came about, nearly. I mean, some of the things that we eat, it's like, who would have thought to eat that? Okay, let's see. Half teaspoon of thyme. You can use ground, you can use regular. I just happen to have ground. So I'm using ground. Go back to my teaspoon here. If I can keep from dropping everything. A teaspoon of oregano. And a teaspoon of marjoram, also called sweet oregano. I'm going to mix that in real good. I think my phone's about 3 years old. I got one of those Note 10s. They keep wanting me to get another one. And I'm not buying a new phone every year. I'm not buying a new phone every 2 years. And there's a time I would have probably been happy just give me a jitterbug. Everything gets to be kind of too much. Everything's too replaceable. And as much as it costs, it's like, no. Let's see if this shows up better. If I can read that or not. Better than bouillon. Roasted beef base. And I've got beef bouillon in there too. I've also got ham as well, which is basically a pork bouillon, and that works really good in other dishes. I'm going to pour this in there. For this last bit around. And I need to clean that measuring cup or another one. I should be clean, but I'm going to rinse it out anyways. I'll put everything in Ziploc bags. I live in the swamp. So, and of course, let me hold that up there. Quaker medium barley. Quarter cup. Pretty sure I have another one. Here it is. It's like a constant battle between me and my wife. I want to put things in a specific spot, and she does not. So essentially, we complement each other in many ways. you want here is about 3/4 cup. Doesn't have to be exact, but about 3/4 cup. Well, I'll take a little out of here. That's a little more than I wanted. There we go. I want to put it in now. Nah, I want to bring it to a boil. Trying to rush myself here. I've got to be up at like 5. I think most phones are 1,000 plus, or at least the ones that you want. Buy them off Family for $50. That works. Then you find out if they're good at clearing their search history. Not yet, but I might make that next. If you're wanting hangover soup, I got another pot ready. Give me a minute. I need to see if I have enough potatoes. But if not, you can look at anywhere I cook garlic soup. That's hangover soup. So hello, New York Outcast. Hello, DJ Play Nice. Welcome to my chat. Let me see if I have those. There's my veggies. A couple of potatoes here. That's not the potatoes I'm looking for. There's that. I gotta figure out where I put them. Oh, there they are, I think. No, those are russets. I have all kinds of potatoes. I don't know if I have the one I need. So let me see. Put storage. Ah, here they are. So yes, New York Outcast, I have red potatoes. So I can make hangover soup. Did I buy anything at Cycle Gear? Yes, I did. A swing arm bag that I gotta take back because it doesn't fit my bike. And I got a tool bag, goes up on the handlebars. That does fit my bike, and I'll probably do a video putting that on. And I got a cardo pack, me and my son did. He got one half, I got the other half. That was his present and mine. I should have done a video installing that into my helmet, but a whole bunch of family around, all that good stuff, and I was just like, I'm putting it in. So I might show how I did that, but I don't know. It's pretty easy. Or I might like do a review of the product and explain how I put it in. That might be what I have to do now. Best hangover. Yeah. But I won't be making the rye bread croutons. But you pour the garlic soup in a bowl. You can pour it over Swiss cheese if you want. I think I have some Swiss cheese. And put rye bread croutons over it. It's awesome. But all you really need is the soup. It's heavy, heavy in garlic. Mad Dog 2020. I am an adult. I don't drink that. I do have many memories of drinking it though. Many memories of being sick. Oh yeah, everyone drank that as a kid. Does anybody else remember when, kind of like they'll stick Cokes outside, stuff like that now? Like the gas stations, they'd pile up cases of beer outside, like by the ice machine. And I think they funded a lot of pasture parties growing up because people would grab them and go. I never did, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people grabbed them. Takes a little longer to heat up. And for those that weren't here in the beginning, this is a new pot that I got for Christmas. It's one of them. It's light, it's non-stick, it's technically a Dutch oven, and it's the first time I've cooked in it. So I'm used to all my other pots, how they heat up and cool down and everything. I'm thinking I can make twice as much in here. I mean, this thing's like 7 quarts. So I have some plans for it. But I needed to use the hamburger meat up. And that's what I'm doing. I've got 2 containers left on the chicken tortilla soup that I'm taking with me on the road. I'm going to take this with me on the road, and I'm going to fix some garlic soup, and I'll probably eat the garlic soup for supper and take some of that on the road with me. So everything I cook on the weekends, that's what I eat throughout the week. I have a little, Igloo, Iceless, 26, 28, something like that. I've got a sit-in sleeper. It's not a walk-in or a stand-up. So my bed comes right up to the back of my seat. That's all there is. The room back there for is a bed. And I put the little cooler in front of the passenger seat. And so that Iceless 26 fits perfect right there. And I'll pack it full of my food and stuff for the week. And that's for the most part what I eat. Every once in a while I'll stop and I'll get something, but for the most part, that's what I'm eating. This is taking a lot longer to get where I want it. Okay. Back to it. That's about 3/4 cup of barley. And I'm going to put the hamburger meat back in. Do this carefully so you don't splash yourself. Stir this around. So we got about 3 carrots, 1 large onion, a teaspoon of marjoram, a teaspoon of oregano, half a teaspoon of thyme, 2 pounds of hamburger meat that I already browned, and 4 cups of, you can use beef stock. I used 4 cups of the bouillon that I made from the Better Than Bouillon. So under 40 pounds. Cool. This one's already rinsed out. So here we go. I need a bigger kitchen, but I don't have one of mine. So this is what I got. Let's see how much garlic I need here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's kind of weird. Where the garlic go? Already, there we go. I'm gonna use this one. Eventually, I'll get some more cameras set up, and that'll help. But for New York Outcast here, hopefully y'all can see me. I'm also going to make hangover soup since he mentioned a hangover remedy. This might come in handy next week too. There we go. Check my comments. Five trucks in 20 years sounds like a lot. Kind of. Some of them were traded in, some of them were paid off. At one time, I was running 2 trucks. So, it wasn't just me. Let me break apart my garlic here, peel it. If you wonder what I'm doing off camera here, I'm peeling garlic. Then we'll smash it. The beef and barley, you can have that on a date and you don't both have to eat it. But the garlic soup or hangover soup, if you order this at a restaurant on a date or if you fix it, you need to both eat the soup because it's heavy, heavy garlic. It's the only thing I use this much garlic in. You need 7 cloves. I am peeling 7 cloves of garlic. We're going to say I'm doing this for New York Outcast because he mentioned a hangover remedy. I'm going to turn that pot down. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need one more. And so y'all can see. Cloves of garlic. So I'm going to move this back to the back burner. That shed light because it's been on. There we go. Oh, okay. Let me see. You can use like 2 tablespoons of butter or like a tablespoon or 2 of olive oil. We're going to heat this up. And I'm going to use cheap bouillon for this one. On the garlic soup, you can, what works best is actually chicken stock, 2 quarts of it. And you can also use chicken broth or you can use chicken bouillon. And a lot of the times I just use bouillon. I do have some chicken bone broth left over. So that's an option. If I wanted to use it up. That is a little too hot. Turn my heat down. You can burn garlic very easily. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get my bouillon ready, or at least one of the containers of it. Clean this out. Again. I need more measuring spoons. And also be careful. Grease can pop you. It's going to require 4. I'm just using that bouillon. We have a lot of Hispanic stores around here, and they tend to have that. So does HEB. So now I get to smash my garlic. That is always fun. And your house will instantly start smelling like roasted garlic. Well, if you like garlic, you'll love this. Time is it? That back pot needs to be back there, about 40 to 50 minutes. All depends. Bouillon. That's about all you need right there. You see the garlic starting to turn color. And we're going to need one more. Clean my spoon off again. And we're going to add a teaspoon of marjoram. And we're going to bring that to a boil. In the meantime, I'm going to cut up 6 red potatoes. I don't know if I'm going to peel them yet or not because they're red potatoes. I do need to wash a pan real quick. I think this is going to be red and gold. So I need to use up some of these gold potatoes. So let me see. If anyone doesn't like garlic, you don't want it in your house anyways. Which Terra is which? What do you mean? The one on the back here, that's beef and barley. This one right here is garlic soup. Hopefully that explains anything. So what's the chat say? Should I peel them or should I cut them up like they are? I don't like how the gold potatoes feel, so it's going to be all red potatoes. So it shows I have 2 people left over here. And we're bringing the other pot to a boil while I'm cutting up these potatoes. They don't have to be perfect. You don't even have to peel them. So I'm peeling them. And what you're going to need is about 6 of these. And just cut them into like bite-sized pieces. It doesn't have to be perfect. Turn that back one down a little bit. I got 1 person left. Did somebody else come on? Am I still broadcasting? Oh, if you're asking which was which, my camera went out. So I'm using my computer so I can see the chat, and I'm filming with my phone. So they're both me. And I'm just peeling potatoes over here. Hopefully no one feels ignored. Oh, G23 is still out there. Awesome. If anyone has Twitch, I should be broadcasting to Twitch as well, and you could let me know if it is working. Now it shows no one. So apparently I lost my audience. I don't know. Did someone else come on? Hopefully I'm still broadcasting. Oh, 3 now. What happened? I don't know. Did it lose signal or something? I saw the view count go down. But other than that, I wouldn't know. I have 2 more potatoes to do after this one. I don't need to be cutting myself like never enough ammo. I have to go to work tomorrow. That wouldn't work out too well. It's nice bite-sized pieces. They don't need to be exact or anything like that. Oh, it kicked everyone? Well, I didn't touch anything. Reloading from the hot pot, how are you doing? Edward Espinoza, how are you? So I got 3 people now. I think this show is probably going to run about 2 hours total. So I don't know what y'all are doing for Christmas, but if I haven't told you, Merry Christmas, or whatever holiday you're celebrating. You say Christmas around here because that's what we're celebrating. And so far, it has been a very good Christmas. I wish our older son would have made it down. He was unable to. He'll be down in a couple of days, and unfortunately, I'll be at work. But that's what happens when your kids are grown. So if you have little ones, don't blink. They grow up way too quick. One more potato. And our broth, bouillon, whatever you want to call it, should be ready. One of these days, I'll get enough cameras that I can show multiple parts of the kitchen. That would be great. I know a lot of my subscribers are into prepping. I think one of the most important skills prepping is to know how to cook. And no matter where you live, have enough food on hand. At minimum, you can survive a week, but preferably at least a month. I've got more than that. A lot of you probably do, but I live in a hurricane-prone region, and the power in this state tends to go out when it freezes. So I am prepared. After Hurricane Ike, we were without power for, I believe, just a little over a month where I live. Chili recipe. Yeah, I can do another chili recipe. Not today, but I can do another. It kicked everyone out and had to refresh. Okay, I already read that. I might do that in a week or two. That can definitely be on the menu. I did the chicken chili thing last time. So I wanted to tweak with that little recipe on the back of the box of barley. And I added Rotel tomatoes to it. If you, instead of salsa or tomato, whatever it asks for. But if you do that, my suggestion would be to use the regular, not the mild, or use the hot, and it'll come out perfect. But I like hot food. My wife, on the other hand, does not. So she also doesn't like a whole lot of salt in her food, and I use more salt. So I'll tend to cook a lot of things where you can salt the taste or you can add salt later. So my suggestion, anytime you cook anything, be very careful doing this because you get splashed with hot water. But always taste your soup. And even flour, like if you're making fried chicken, taste your flour. Now that's going to have to come to a boil. And cook the potatoes. Once the potatoes are done, the soup is done, but we're going to add one more thing to it. I think I posted a picture on Instagram and maybe on my Discord of that little Cardo thing I added to my helmet. Cool. I have a hard time reading some of the emojis. I can read the smiley faces good. The other ones I'll have a hard time reading. And I just got insurance for vision. I've had insurance, but vision just got added to it, so it's awesome. I have a few other options that I use for vision, but I prefer not to use them. Yes, it's on the list. Is to get a GoPro for the bike. I'm researching my options and doing what I can. I do have a phone mount for it now. My son's on the zero sugar kick, which I kind of am too. I've been cutting most of the sugar out. So he had these zero sugar A&W. They're not bad, but they're not as good as the regular. But my plan is to get a GoPro for my bike. Looking at the best mounts and stuff for it, and which one that I really want. So I've never downloaded a video off of a device like that. I usually, unless I'm doing something live, like when I had the camera that was working, I just plugged that into my computer. And other than that, I generally just film with my phone. And I can edit with my phone and then post it. So I'm probably going to be asking my son for help again. Figuring out how to use the GoPro. He may be getting another bike too. I don't know yet. He's wanting something cheaper, less powerful, can throw around a little bit, a little lighter, and he isn't so scared of dropping it. So we may make that happen, because that's going to happen. You're learning how to ride a bike, you're going to drop it. That's just something that's going to happen. I'm sure there's someone that's fortunate enough not to do that. Put the wrong foot down and there's a hole there or something. Or just with all the construction and everything else, there's sand, there's gravel where it shouldn't be. There's just all kinds of things. It's the risk you take. So what do I need to do now? I guess now we're just boiling potatoes. And I have to clean that cup out in a minute because I'm going to have to beat up an egg when these potatoes are done. So what did y'all get for Christmas, if y'all don't mind me asking? And sometimes I do forget there's a delay on StreamYard. And whatever kicked everyone out was just, I guess, something to do with StreamYard or the internet or who knows. Because I didn't touch anything. And I'm not exactly computer literate. I can fix my truck. I have a 19-year-old gamer boy that does all my computer stuff. He's my son, or indentured servant, whatever you want to call him. But if it's a computer and I have issues with it, I'm generally calling him. I think I was corking Yankee. I don't know. Probably. It's not like I'm going to hurt his chat, though. Which one? The shiny one or the other one? Well, it must be the shiny one, but yeah, I use that pot a lot. Yeah, Honda loves bike videos. I wouldn't mind getting a dual sport, kind of a dirt bike, but bigger. I'm too old and too big. I'm not going to be doing a whole bunch of stunts and stuff on it. But something, have a little fun off-road. The bike that I have, I can go off-road a little bit, but that's kind of why I didn't want a big bagger or anything like that. Is, going camping or something like that. I can put a backpack on it and a tent, and I can go down a little trail or something over here in the national park, and I can go camping, and it sort of has that Mad Max look to it that I like. I'm not really that into baggers. About the closest that I would like would be like what do you call it? That Lowrider ST. That's pretty cool, but I still like something that, I can go down a little trail with every once in a while. There are some videos of people doing some crazy off-road stuff with Harley Fat Bob, so I like the torque. I always want to rush everything. There you go. Have a cat hopping up on the other counter. I don't see New York Outcast out there anymore. See, I'm making hangover soup for him. And he just leaves. He's probably kicked out with everybody else. Do need to stir this back here. Might add a little more water to it. On the subject of beans and stuff like that, if you're cooking beans, it's kind of a good idea to have an extra pot going with some water that's already hot that you can add to it. And that works a whole lot better than adding cold water to a pot. I don't know what he's looking at. I could see him on a dual sport though, having fun. One of the things everybody wants, like a fast bite, power, and torque is nice, but reality, as long as you can get up on the freeway and go, you're good. And it's that, torque between about like 30, 40, and maybe 60, 70 that you're going to be enjoying the most. I mean, being able to do 180 or something, which most people who claim that probably have never seen even close to it. That's nice, but where are you going to do it? I mean, there's a track, and I can take mine to the drag strip. It's pretty cool. But you get out on the freeway doing stuff like that, you're just going to get someone hurt, or yourself, or lose your license. A lot of states, that's a felony, and I like my guns, so I don't want any felonies. It's weird the things that are felonies in some states, and weird, what is it, class 3 state level kind of stuff, but it's a felony. That's crazy. Hold on. I gotta get my drink. We have a tiny kitchen. My wife's gonna get something. Okay, she gotta get a drink. Yeah, some of that's like a death wish. People driving way too fast. And as I found out from experience, it's just way too easy to get hurt on a motorcycle. That will cool off in just a second. Potatoes tend to soak up a lot of the salt in your dish. That's another reason to taste your food. So what was I going to grab? Oh yeah, I need an egg. the Swiss cheese? I had Swiss cheese. I might use mozzarella. I don't know. I know I had Swiss cheese. My son doesn't live here anymore, so I didn't go there. Having a teenage boy in the house is like, I knew I had food. It's like your fridge gets raided at night. Look. She stole my fork. No, I'm not joining the Hells Angels. I've already got 2 family members and that stuff. I do not want to be a part of it. Hells Angels would be my uncle and my father was Charter Oaks. They're kind of affiliated, but it's more I think they got tired of killing each other. And my father, he passed away a few years ago. And there might be a fight here in a second because there's a dog and a cat. And the cat's growling at the dog. Locks, rocks, and whatnots. Merry Christmas. Well, Merry Christmas to you too. Okay, here's the fun part. I'm going to pour this in just a little bit at a time and stir. If you accidentally get a big chunk, just stir it real quick. It's not a big deal. You don't want to do a whole lot of those. There's another one. Stir that up real quick. Nothing has to be perfect though. The only person who's going to be eating this is me. Walk in a truck stop and borrow the microwave and heat it up. And there we go. Check the chat. You're getting lost in the sauce. Okay. You can tell New York Outcast I got his hangover remedy finished. Let me see if I can find the Swiss cheese. Good Lord, I've got every other kind of cheese but Swiss. I know there's Swiss in there somewhere. Where? I have no idea at the moment. I'm not going to worry about it. I turn the barley off. That should be done. I'm also put some mozzarella down here since I do not know where the Swiss is. That's what happens when you're gone for a week at a time. Things move. Here we go. Very brothy, very garlicky. And this stuff is just good. Spoon over there for a minute. I need to show you the other soup too, which means I need to clean this thing off. Probably use a smaller bowl. So, this is the garlic soup. And I don't know if you can see that or not. That is the beef and barley. Both of which are very good. Your barley, mainly, if you haven't cooked it much, it's going to take about 45, 50 minutes. And you'll want to try it and make sure the barley's soft enough to eat. You think the camera lens is moist? It might be. Is that any better? Yeah, I've got a camera over my stove here. I'll give you another view. It's a garlic soup. And that's the beef and barley. Both of which are very good. Beef and barley, what did I use? I think I used 2 garlic cloves. I smashed them, 1 large onion, 3 carrots that I cut up in like little points. And we sauteed them for a little bit. And then we added 1 quart, 4 cups, 32 ounces of the Better Than Bouillon. This is the roasted beef base, and it's turning out really good. We browned 2 pounds of hamburger meat first, took it out, we cooked all that, and then after we put the beef base back in there, we put 3/4 cup of barley, and we put the meat back in there, and we let it cook for about 45 minutes on low. The garlic soup, on the other hand, that was 7 cloves of garlic smashed, roasted them for a minute or 2 on the bottom, and I'd say I put about a teaspoon and a half, about a tablespoon and a half of olive oil until they just started to change colors a little bit. And we added 2 quarts of chicken bouillon. And of course, I used that one. We cut up 6 red potatoes. I peeled them, but you don't have to. We put a teaspoon of marjoram in there, 6 red potatoes, brought it to a boil, cooked the potatoes, and we drizzled 1 scrambled egg in there, and it's done. Which is this soup over here. My wife likes sneaking up on me.
Where's sister?
She's asking the cat where her sister is, the other cat. Now the garlic soup is going to be really hot. It's hot and it's very brothy. So if you're sick or you're hungover, that is a very good soup to eat. Just be careful, it is hot. Not like taste-wise, like temperature-wise, it's hot. I don't know what she was doing, she didn't tell me. But anyways, it looks like I have 2 bowls of soup here to eat. One's beef and barley. You can add a little less barley to it. You can add a little bit more water. What I generally do is when I get off of the internet, I'm going to put it in containers. I'm going to put it in the freezer. And I'll take it out before I get where I'm going, and I'll put a little bit of water in it before I heat it up in the microwave. And I'll heat it up in the microwave at the truck stop, and it works out perfect just like this. But if you put that in the fridge, the barley is going to continue to soak up more of the juice the longer it's in there. So you're probably going to have to add a little bit of water to it. But it's pretty good. Well, it shows I have 2 people left out there. And I thank everyone for joining the chat. Can't wait for smell-o-vision to be a thing. Be careful what you wish for. I think there are a lot of things in movies you might not want to smell. And that would probably be the one thing that they get down perfect first. So I'm going to let this go for about 6 more minutes just to make it an even 2 hours. And like I said, I appreciate everyone who watched. I do have a Patreon. I don't know how to link that in here right now. There should be a link in my Discord somewhere. And I appreciate all my patrons. I have an Instagram, which is linked to my YouTube. And you should be able to find all these links on the About section on my YouTube channel. There's a Twitch page that my son set up. There's a TikTok. There's something else. I'm on Whisk as well, if you want that. That's a cooking thing. But there should be links to all of them in the About section on my YouTube. And it's weird. I knew Matt from Facebook long before I saw his chats. So I don't know if anyone else did. But I was friends with him on Facebook, and then I watched the chats. So that's weird. So is everyone else going back to work tomorrow? Or am I the only one? And I had a choice. And because I have seniority, I guess, I got the loan that leaves tomorrow. Because that works out good. I should be able to make it home for the weekend, which is what I want to be able to do. And you really want to leave out on Monday just in case something happens or what have you. And the new driver is going to leave out on Tuesday. I'm kind of kicking myself for doing that because it's like I want another day off at home to do things. But I'll be home next weekend, so it'll all work. CNT Designs and Arms, thank you for joining the chat. I'm going to be on for about 4 more minutes, but thank you so much. We made beef and barley soup, and we made over here the garlic soup or hangover soup. So if you're sick or you have a hangover, the garlic soup is awesome for that. And New York Appcast said something about a hangover remedy, and then for some reason everyone was kicked out of the chat and he didn't come back, but I made the hangover remedy anyways. Yes, I had a very Merry Christmas. I hope you had a very Merry Christmas yourself. I have to take the swing arm bag back to Cycle Gear because it doesn't fit my bike. But the tool bag does. The Cardo pack works well. I already installed that in my helmet. I got some knives that y'all are probably going to get to see later because I haven't put them out of the box yet. I got a set of cooking knives for Christmas. I got the pot that's on the back burner there that has the beef and barley. And I got a shirt and I got some hot sauces. Dog, will you leave? That cat does not want you in here. That's one of my cats in the background hissing at the dog. She could have used that soup a couple days ago. Well, sorry about that. I have the recipe on my channel for future use. It's not complicated. You roast. Well, I take 7 cloves of garlic, I smash them, and I roast them in about a tablespoon or 2 of olive oil or butter. Add 2 quarts of either chicken stock, broth, or bouillon, which is what I used. Dice up about bite-sized, either 6 red potatoes or gold potatoes. Bring it to a boil, cook them till they're done. Before you do that, add a teaspoon of marjoram and cook them till they're done. When they're done, you take an egg, you beat it up, you pour it in there a little at a time, you keep stirring it up, and your soup's done. Or you could rewatch the chat. You could watch me cook it. Either way works. But I do appreciate you showing up and everyone else who showed up and watched this. And everyone who was kicked out and I guess went and did something else because whatever happened with the internet. Yeah, if you were a patron member, I can use more patrons. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. That's right at 2 hours right now. So one of these days I'll come up with a good segue for ending the chat, but I haven't figured it out yet. And I'm going to hit that little button up there in the corner to end the broadcast. So thank you everyone so much for watching. You can find the links to every place else that I'm at on my YouTube About section. And I'll be putting up some more videos next week. Definitely next weekend. I might do a couple of shorts or something during the week. I don't know. But like I said, thank you. And I am going to click that red button now.